Alright. Hello, and welcome to stream. We are back from our 2-week break for Wardens. I'm already sitting here in Ayla's house. We're right about to kick off the start of session. We just had the crow go off, or the rooster rather. There we go.
Your knees are a little forward.
Oh, that's because I need to calibrate again.
Oh.
There we go. Stream is up and looking good.
I'll start mine then.
There we go. All right.
I'm Ayla. I sound nice. That's what I sound like.
I'm Seth. I don't sound nice. Rah.
Yeah! This guy's a dick!
Sally sells seashells down by the seashore. Alrighty, I think I'm ready to start when you are.
Alright, I'm just RP reading the book. You let me know.
Alrighty. Hydration. Very important. Goodness. Alright.
I don't even understand what any of this means.
I'll give her a little second to,
Kind of looks like it's saying a bad word. I think it actually is a bad word. What if bad words were just real?
Hmm.
This is why I'm not a scholar. Seth?
Oh,
You okay?
yeah, I was just waking up. I didn't think you'd already be up already.
Oh, I'm over here just trying to, help. I'm not doing very good at it, but I am trying to help. Consolidate, but I also don't want to, organize your notes into something that is not helpful. So really, I guess I'm just snooping and reading them.
Well, it's the thought that counts.
I have some tea ready for you.
That sounds nice.
In here.
I feel like I still haven't quite landed the voice yet. Seth Law. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
And I made some honey butter for it as well. Seems like it's getting colder and colder.
Yeah, it is the heart of winter, so.
It doesn't get cold and soon over. Like it does, but this is like very, very cold. I think I'm unprepared fashion-wise for it.
Well, I mean, I guess I don't blame you. We are pretty far south, so you don't really think about that kind of thing.
You've been all over, right? So, I mean, I'm sure you've seen the snowiest of snowy areas.
Well, I haven't been to Erie too much, and I usually prefer the warmer climates.
Yeah. I'm hoping
Eventually I'll be able to make a trip over there.
But, you
To
know,
Eri, you mean?
no. It's back to Suna. Sorry.
Ah. It is nice there.
Well, what are your plans today? I gotta go to work. Ugh.
Well, I guess just keeping my nose to the grindstone. It's probably a good idea to check with the others, see if there's been any breakthroughs.
I know that they've been kind of... Well, seems like a lot of people have been super focusing on what's down there. I wonder if there will be a trek. I'm also curious if that rule about not being able to go down there is still in effect. So...
I mean, I hope so. Less people down there, the better.
way I see it is that if you tell someone no, then they're not going to tell you they went down there, and then if they go down there, they're going to get stuck. But if you tell someone and you make it more public, then you know that they're down there, so you can rescue them.
I suppose that's a fair point.
Should probably check in with Blake about
Oh yeah,
fate stuff too.
that's completely slipped my mind with everything going on.
Yeah. Try to make sure that it's not causing any issues.
Hasn't in 2 weeks, though, it seems like, so that's good.
It's not hypnotizing anyone.
At least not yet.
It's not hypnotizing anyone again.
Positive
Outlooks.
Right.
All right, well, I better get to work because I'm not sure who was here today. And people are always hungry in the morning.
Very true.
So,
I'll probably swing
I'll
by
let you
soon.
collect your things. Okay, all right. I'll see you soon.
Good luck. It's been a long 2 weeks. But yeah, and since we missed the pre-session announcements, first things first, as soon as we step outside, things are going to be a little darker because it's winter outside, so naturally less light in the day. And number 2, just to reiterate, there has been a 2-week in-character time skip as well. During that time, Sterling, or Seth, has moved in with Ayla. He's stopped paying for his room over at the tavern, though I still need to message Moist about that. I kept forgetting over the break. And he has been doing a bunch of researching with the various types of runes and such that were discovered with all the Sandside stuff going on at the end of last session. So I believe over the break I was able to get a copy, like manuscript, of a whole bunch of all the runes that we have known at the moment. So we can hopefully try and start figuring things out with that. I know there's a whole team that's been researching that should be people that we go and reconnect with. I know Juniper is one of them. Probably Otto as well. I also think I should do another quick recalibration as well. It feels like it's been longer than 2 weeks. There we go. And I also need to remember to do this each time. The recent update to the model, I think, made it so that the hat starts at like an upward tilt. I just need to reset that each time. But let's start prepping ourselves. There we go. Right. It's also been 2 weeks since I met up with the contact at all. Been putting it off. But maybe I can still wait another day. We'll see. Also gonna real quick grab another drink of water here. A little bit of tea. Refreshing. And one exciting thing I noticed is that Ragrian is in session today with Kelton. So we might be having a conversation with him later to bring him in on all of the updates that have been happening. We shall see. Let me give one last double check, make sure we're looking good before we fully hop into session here. Yep. Bit rate looking good. Test, test, test. Very good. We're ready to go. Let's get out there. And so far, I have not needed to plug in my hand, but we'll see if that changes over session. Tracking seems stable so far. Oh. What the? That's not right. Should not be slouching like that. There we go. Then we do. Perfect. Whoops. Oh, goodness, I'm so out of practice. All right. Let's get ourselves out there. Oh, I still have a frog in my throat. One last sip. Goodness me. Let's figure out what the day has in store. Aballister Sterling. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Also move that back a bit slightly. There we go. Righty. Let's figure out who has been working on various things. I think first things first, we should consult Juniper or people at the Inventors Guilds to figure out if there's been any progress.
Yes, I do. I like it. Oh my. Who's this? Who's this? Why do we trust them? Are we talking to them? Why is she?
I'm not suspicious.
Why are you pink? Why are you pink? Explain that. Explain that to me right now.
What?
Excuse me. A little bit of space. I can tell that they're new to the area because they're having an anxiety attack. It's very funny. That's fine. Whatever.
Nice to meet you. I need detox potion.
You're gonna start working on the clock tower? Okay.
We will be able to tell the time.
Y'all don't mind an experiment. On top of
It's
that,
also to help her with making a gunpowder mill.
like you drank acid.
Is the other reason.
I've been taking a look at. Oh,
I should make another bomb.
I've been taking a look at the
Gears is a lot more fun tunes than normal gears.
If we can make our own gunpowder, that'd be really great.
I agree.
If you didn't have
We
one,
need
then
sulfur.
I'm not great
What do you
with
think?
small machinery, but
We're
I am
finally
good at
done
finding
today.
details.
Come with me for a second. What do you think? What do you think? I've been one of the hands putting up these fucking walls. Of course I know what it looks
but
like.
we're done now.
I know.
You don't have to work your back.
Probably.
It looks great. Everybody's other additions are fantastic. The flooring looks fantastic. The wood braces are fantastic. The upstairs just looks way better in general. Down here,
It's
I mean,
missing like
put blueprints.
it's missing a lot of carbon burns.
Yes, that's quite an
We
impressive
brushed it.
forge.
You need to brush it. It's too much buildup. You'll weaken the stone.
After that,
Oh, yeah.
Just wondered though.
Don't. Wait a second. What are you doing?
I'm spinning it.
Don't scratch my skin.
Making a mess?
I don't know. I mean, it rotates with it.
Fantastic, I love it.
Anyways, with the
Breaking technique, a little bit of
assistance
talent.
a couple of people, we've been looking at the language.
Why do we need
of
nice
down in the
things?
cave
It all
that was
functions the
ran
same,
across
even if
the
it's
stone.
ugly.
I mean, that's safe space.
I could take him out. You know? I could just throw a gust of wind at him, you know?
We have doors.
It'd be
we can
very,
close
very
them all.
tempting, but we shouldn't do that right now.
It's like a
Oh,
rotating
what?
filing cabinet.
We're going to the cave, not to touch anything, just to look. We are not touching
The
a
accursed
single
words. Cave.
The accursed
thing.
words.
Pinky promise.
The cave.
I'm
I mean,
going.
I'll also
You know
tell
my
you that I
track
was
record.
just at the cave, not
If
but
you
about
manage
like
to
10
get
to
out
15
unscathed,
minutes ago,
everyone
having some coal.
unscathed,
So,
I'll give you a gold.
Oh, thank God.
Finally, more income.
Alright, we need to get the.
Okay.
We need to get the.
Yeah,
the
masks.
equipment.
Saying two people need to be captured and apprehended for the
Do you have
crime.
masks?
And some
I'm not surprised, no.
woman, they summoned that thing.
Here, I got you, boss.
I got you.
Okay, thank you for
We have to tell
thank you
people.
for letting thank you for letting me
Tell
let us
people.
know.
This is the declaration, so
Do you know what's going on with all
making
of
sure
the
it's
words
public knowledge.
down in the cave?
We're advised just for caution as far as not to mess with them,
Alright, well,
unless otherwise informed, or at least just be careful considering what
We
happened
promise
last time
we
they were
will
tampered with.
not touch anything. Just showing guilt,
So-
and that's it.
please,
hasn't seen
I
it.
know you're not going to touch anything, but if you could also just very much make sure that all of the written language on there is not stern. We've been trying to decipher it. We've made some
Sorry,
progress.
you're
but
really quiet for me for a second. Say all of that again.
You are very quiet.
Let me have something. Alright, hi. Can you hear me? My old ears working again.
I think it's the same as it was before, but I might be going crazy.
Okay.
But I can
No, it's
hear you now
okay.
since I'm closer.
He's okay, he's very quiet. I turn you up.
Okay.
Oh. So,
Yeah,
I'll turn you
yeah.
up too.
down in the cave, there's going to be a lot of symbols. We think it's a sort of language or kind of leaning towards more runes, but it's something that we're
Who's all
trying to
going down
decipher.
there?
Please
Kicks,
keep it as
Kelton.
intact as possible. I know you're not going to
G3?
touch anything, but
Pinky
I
promise.
didn't plan
will
on it, but they
solemnly
were
swear I
informing
will
us, so
not
Oh, you weren't
mishandle
going down?
anything.
Okay.
okay.
Good.
Okay.
I mean, hopefully I don't have to go down, but
True.
at least
Alright,
we know.
who's all going?
So far, it's just me and Kelton, but if more want to come, they're free to. It's
Would
just
you have room for
Okay.
one more?
It's more potential chaos.
Oh. Well, good thing I
So
brought a
if
third.
you wish to accompany, feel free.
Alright, here is a mask for you.
Thank you very much.
Here's gonna be a mask for your friend, for Kicks.
Thank you.
And then here's a mask for you. Now, this one is a prototype that I'm trying. So, those two are gonna last you about
Testing the
50.
prototype on the old man, huh?
It'll be perfect, because if it works good for you, then it'll work good for the others. Alright, pretty simple, right? Whenever you put it on, you're gonna put your hands over the filters for a second, take a deep breath in, take a deep breath out, let it out. This is just to help kind of fumigate it a little bit. You guys will also have this little baggie here. It's got some filters in it for you. Pretty simple. You'll basically just pop those off after about 15 minutes. Pop on the new ones. Yours should last 30. Let me know if you start having any problems at that point, or if you have to swap them out earlier or sooner.
Got it. So if we do end up being down there for longer than 30, are those filters interchangeable on this model?
Here you go.
Ooh. Well, how about that?
Fewer of those, but I don't think you guys are going to be down there for more than 2 hours, so.
Sure. Yeah, it should be a relatively quick trip, but
Yeah.
appreciate it. I'll give feedback or whatever on the way back up.
Of course. Like I said, you have any kind of trouble with them, let me know. So at least that way we can try to... My goal is I want to get these things up to about an hour, if possible. I'm feeling like 30 is the best I'm going to be able to do, but an hour would be legendary.
and you're concerned, the filters are for the mushroom spores down there that we keep on running into?
So it's a mix of the mushroom spores, but the fact that while you're down there, well, crystals actually won't really affect the air too much. The thing is you're down so deep that all of the air is no longer like you've got rocks, sediment, you've got all different kinds of things that could be mixing in, right? So over time, the more you're breathing it in, the more it gets harder to breathe. And we also don't exactly know even what kind of is down there all the way in the air. So the further you go, this is just the safest way to keep you guys healthy.
Fair enough.
It is much appreciated.
Of course, rather you guys be alive than dead, or with breathing problems. God knows.
Where did Kelton go?
That is a good question.
This mother... I fucking...
Language? No. I haven't had a massive interest for it, but I'd be curious to know. Anything in particular?
So far, what we've all gathered is, with the repeated patterns that we stumbled across, we've only identified 3 so far and figured out what they mean. It's weird. It's a mix of Nordic and Linden language. It's old, but that's something we're just working on.
I recognize some of them. They look extremely similar to some of the ones on
I'm
Lily.
being assaulted by somebody who's shorter than usual.
That's a shame.
Oh no, anyways.
I recognize some of them. They look similar to some of the ones on Lily. But more so, those constructs look extremely similar to something else we've dealt with in town. It's all kind of chalking up to the same thing of what we might be walking into.
I just...
What is this all?
Yes.
Oh no.
I don't either. I craft and build things. I don't study ancient civilizations unless it's for tools. Which, by the way, those constructs...
It wasn't even an ancient
yeah.
civilization. It was us, supposedly. From a different... I guess...
Well, not necessarily.
Whoa, where are you getting that?
From what I'm told, if I'm misspoken, there were variants of some people in here that were dead, correct?
That is true. However, the ruins are still separate in the same way they are here.
So, the thing that you're thinking about was when they went through the box.
Okay, they're separate entities.
Yeah, separate
Okay,
entirely, right? So
I put them together. Ooh,
I don't.
I was
Yeah,
like-
no. So
I was
they
freaking out.
did go down to those ruins to try to hide out, but that was in their. Weird to say this entirely. That was in their version. Here, that is still, in my eyes, an ancient civilization of some kind or otherworldly. I have absolutely no idea at this fucking point. Once again, though, I build things. I don't study ancient civilizations.
I don't either. It's hearing that people went to a different world and now there's a whole bunch of language that we can't decipher. Only makes the
Yeah,
mind
okay,
wonder.
the sand side thing and the ruins down there are
I
two
know.
completely separate things.
I got that now, but I wasn't
Okay,
explaining
yeah.
that those were separate until today. So
Yeah. There was the connection with the like the portal areas being the same, almost, kind of, sort of, but like, yeah, no, separate things.
okay.
Hi, stranger.
Hello.
Anything we could do to help you, or are you just stopping on by to see the finished forge?
Stopping by. Say hello to Nakia.
Well, hello. Pleasure to meet you. My name is Vincent, head of the crafters. Well, it used to be head of engineering, but then they changed it to something else, and they changed it to something else. I was gonna say Forge Master. That seems to be easiest at this fucking point.
Back so soon?
They don't have a
He is
name,
here.
so I've just been going with
Are you
no
ready?
name for now.
Righty.
Just call them
I
no.
believe I should be.
Okay.
Juniper, when we get back, I believe we should exchange some notes to make sure that we're all up to date on everything.
Yeah. Also potentially talk to God.
Understood.
Alamir.
Well, pleasure to meet you then, no name.
I think getting an idea of who exactly has been working on what would be very helpful.
Me,
I'll call you Name.
Alamir, I think Triel, and Jasmine.
No name. Name.
Yeah, look,
I've
can
been
see
doing
it.
my own research as well, but I think I may have been more secluded.
I like it.
Yeah.
Name.
I'm gonna feel weird saying no name. It just feels
But
disrespectful
we'll
almost.
catch up with you
know?
later.
Yeah, I can see.
Doesn't.
Alright, yeah. Make sure to share notes.
Understood.
Righty.
Welcome. If you need anything, go ahead and let any of us know.
Let's get moving.
Alright, never mind. I understand you wholeheartedly.
Grab shoulders, pulls this one.
Oh my god. Okay. He's getting manhandled. Oh my god.
I think I've noticed that with the darker tone of the day, you seem to have a glow about you, Hicks.
You do have a glow.
I have a glow.
Yeah, it's like
Yes, just like a warm glow.
yeah.
Oh, it's the thing. It's my skin
Yeah, it's the
condition.
thing.
Yes.
Your skin. I'm sorry, it's terminal.
Thank goodness.
Oh god, yeah, it's only in some
light
areas.
source nearby, and then they just become irradiated or something. It's weird.
Oh no, did the light crystals explode again down there?
Oh dear, oh dear.
But it's
Let's
probably
make
a
it
lingering
happen.
symptom from when they did.
Oh my god, wait. There's sounds out here now?
Indeed.
Yeah, you can hear the birds chirping now.
I don't have to play sounds in my head?
You can also hear the ocean by the docks.
Wait, really? You can?
Indeed.
I haven't heard that yet. Ooh, I have to do that.
I believe you should hear the stream up here as well.
Still hear the dogs. Oh, innovation.
All of our ears are suddenly better.
I feel like I can hear everything now.
It's kind of nice just to listen to it.
Sorry, I was a bird.
You trying to fit into nature there, Kelton?
Yep.
Night watch getting to you?
This is the first time he's heard birds in weeks.
They're all asleep and it's fall and winter. You think I'm hearing birds at night other than owls?
So you're hearing things now.
I hear Dusan all the time. That's my main interaction. That has been my
Dusan
main
doing?
interaction.
Have they
He's
have
good.
they been
He's actually,
tame?
He's actually been fine. He's had a lot more time to be out during the night. So
Hmm.
You're like letting your dog out in the middle of the night.
yes.
Got that dog in him.
Thankfully he doesn't bark. We should probably,
Oh,
Most likely.
Yes,
I got
good
it.
thinking.
Wait. Fuck.
Hmm?
What?
I can't put it on my.
Oh, yes. We can't attach it anymore.
Did they change? Are they really slippery lanterns now?
Come on. I thought you were the tour
I'm
guide.
coming. I'm old.
Doesn't want to throw out his hip.
This harsh terrain like the young'uns do.
Just let you know, Dusan is going to be 10 times worse when he comes out today.
Oh,
Great.
dear.
I can't wait for Dusan to come out. I'm so excited. Actually, I haven't seen him in a long time, so it might be a little quaint reunion.
be fine, I think. He's been working on stuff, so...
He's been working on stuff.
Yeah, been working on a little mind palace or whatever the fuck.
Have these crystals always been here?
They have always
have,
been
right?
here. Yes.
I'm just... no, it's schizophrenic.
Senior moment, perhaps.
That's it.
Your years are getting to you.
You haven't noticed. You guys remember when we cracked down this wall initially? Good times. That was a long
was good
time ago.
times.
I can't remember if I was present for that.
Down in here. Totally not
Felt like
because of
an
Doosan multiple
ongoing
times.
tally of cave-ins. It's like 8 now. It's great.
Yeah, we have like 8 cave-ins.
It's been terribly awesome, but terrible. Emphasis on the terrible.
You know, experience. You have to go down first.
Almost dying? Yeah. Good,
Yes.
Good experience. What a grand old time.
Should we put on the mask now?
Captain, were you here when we dropped the... What did we drop down here again? Logs?
The logs?
That's what
Yes.
Yeah,
I was here.
you
I
were
was
here for that, right? Oh, fuck.
Yeah. That's how I know about the fucking light radiation.
The light radiation.
Remember, that's what happened?
I do, yeah.
It was not pleasant.
Breathe or something, too.
Mm-hmm.
Good times. This is...
You still
yeah,
don't,
this
you don't
is the
remember?
same.
This way.
Look, I've been in Northacre for 2 weeks. Ah! Okay.
Oh, is that where you
I've
went?
been on night watch. I haven't been in this cave for weeks.
My alternative universe vertigo kicked in there for a second. That was a little terrifying.
I think this is a good place to put on the masks.
Yes, you're right. Right. I'll give you yours.
Okay, we're good.
Alright.
Just had to test it out, you know?
Yep.
This is new. This little spot right here wasn't here.
Hmm.
Did you get blown out or something?
Are you sure?
No, I'm just actually crazy.
I do think you are right. I think it's wider than it was before.
This way, it's totally
Are you serious? No.
I haven't been hit down here too many times, so I'm not the person to ask.
Just don't look at the cracks.
Don't look at the cracks.
Why?
We're good.
Refuses to.
Why am I going first? You hold the lantern. You go
You're
first.
the one with the lantern. Why am I the one going first? I could trip on a rock.
Take
that
the
I can't
lantern.
see.
Take the lantern.
Give me the fucking lantern.
You're the guide. I don't know why
I'm the
you
guide,
didn't
you're
take the
right.
lantern.
Because you were right there. And I'm lazy. I like people doing things for me.
Wow, the light makes your thighs glow.
It does.
You like the thighs glowing?
There's still
Does
water
it really?
down.
Is it
Yeah, it
actually
does.
glowing right now? Oh, a bummer, dude.
Oh, bummer. Is there still water down here? I thought I had cleared all of it.
I think it's
drained,
gone.
Actually. Yes.
I thought I cleared most of it. Did more water come down and then it drained?
No, it's gone. It's gone.
Okay.
So this is new. I don't think you've seen this yet. This is
No.
where we this was the antechamber that we got spit out in from what, the cube?
Ah.
The cube realm.
Indeed.
It's called?
Something like that.
Oh, sand side? Dry
I
side?
think that's the
Coast
term
world?
that they've coined for it.
Desert side? Sand side. But yeah, this is the place.
What is that?
It's still, you know, the rainwater drips from the ceiling.
Oh, it's a statue.
Yeah, it's a statue. This whole thing was a sundial. We had to like rotate and like light
Oh.
certain torches and like there's a whole puzzle.
That's
thing.
awesome.
You gotta
Wait,
rotate-
did they remove the dial? Or was that always different here?
I don't know if there was a dial here. There definitely was in the sand side.
Was it like when it was triggered? It then
This
like,
is where we got
flipped
spit
over?
out on.
Hmm.
I think this is where the portal was.
Perhaps that means that the others actually devised it.
Yeah, it's likely true. Did we ever find out what happened to the others that were technically survivors but unaccounted for?
I don't believe so.
Because I lived, but don't know what happened to me.
Oh.
Pattern
what?
died.
What?
There's
Yes,
copies of us in this sand side. Some of us lived, some of us didn't.
Oh.
Wolfric had perished right here. He was very mutilated.
Oh. So there's like a different dimension of sand, which is like the calamity that you saw.
You know
and...
the visions that I was telling you about a long
Yeah.
time ago? It's kind of that. We're theorizing that it
Are you familiar with
Tell
the
me what to do now.
cube as well?
Is it like a different dimension where we're now getting visions of it because whatever calamity befell it might befall us?
Possibly. I mean, I didn't read all of the notes that the crew found, but it sounds like they're parallel. So whatever they did
Oh.
wrong, we avoided. Because the anathema
Okay.
were there, and they besieged the
Mm.
town hall. So they were trying to escape, and whatever they did with the portal, it malfunctioned, something or other.
And
Well, we're
just
not
didn't
sure if
destroyed
it
the
worked
town.
properly or not.
Well, wherever they went, they're definitely not here, as far as we know.
Indeed.
Mhm.
One thing we do know is that the siege in that reality apparently took a much longer amount of time, and more people fell.
They most likely didn't destroy the entrances and couldn't secure them in time, so they most likely came through.
Yeah. They definitely tried to defend the location, but from the seams of it, it was pretty futile.
Were they also coming outside of the town, or was it just from where we
It's
found ours?
hard to say exactly.
Okay.
The bodies
Just-
were fresh, though. Both the anathema and I think some of the bodies of our friends were fresh, no?
Yes.
It was
Well,
recent.
some actually. I forget if it was a month or longer. I believe the corpse of Wolfric had been there for quite a bit.
But in a long, ongoing siege, then, whatever happened, it was brutal for many people. But regardless, this is what was behind the stone wall for that much time,
Okay.
and
We avoided it.
doesn't appear to be there anymore. But there is
Whatever
allegedly
happened-
constructs down here.
There were two
Whatever happened to the
automatons.
library smell?
There were two. Oh, I only saw the one. Maybe the
Yes,
three.
I believe
I don't know.
Gwyn, Kai, and Bellinor were the ones that were able to take them down.
Very good then. Any
wanna
reports of any
explore, let's
further
go.
activity from them, or are they gone for good?
I believe that they were smashed to pieces or melted down to bits.
There you have it.
Wait, so you were teleported in here, or you went through?
We were
and...
teleported here. This is how we got back from Sandside. We were spit out
Okay.
here.
Are you aware
we
of the
were
queue?
No.
Well, to make
That was
things
the
short,
start.
all of this came from trying to recover the magistrate's soul, which had been stuck in a different place.
Okay.
We used a small cube device that was some sort of complex magic involved that would, when gazing into the cube, teleport you to a different reality and have a version of yourself from that reality swap places with you. But we devised a way
okay.
to focus on where we believed the magistrate's soul was, and we ended up teleporting there, which ended up being that dead reality.
Okay. Huh. Okay.
The whole
So,
thing.
swap realities. But, so, you swap bodies with yourself in another reality, basically.
Not bodies per se. I believe you entirely physically
Spirit.
swap.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. But,
Huh.
So, in that case, assuming I lived, other me would have been running around here for a time and then swap back when we got teleported back home? Is that
Supposedly, but I believe that this time around, when we used the cube, it shattered and things didn't go exactly the same. I don't believe any alternate selves ended up showing up.
Your body was placed
Showing
on the
up
other.
here.
Your whole body could have been swapped to the other dimension. That's why you teleported here. You weren't back in your original location.
Right.
That could be a way to look at it.
Does that kind of explain why some of us were randomly selected?
It's hard to say.
Seemingly? I'm still trying to figure out the correlation with that.
It could be that with the cube's destruction, its magic went erratically and picked at random.
Also
Magic
true.
can be
It was
very
oddly
random at
coincidental
times.
that, as far as we could tell, the ones
all the
that
people
were
who were in the
teleported
vision?
randomly were also not found to be dead in Sandside.
That is
Which I
something
thought
I've been
was
wondering.
curious. At least we didn't find any, but they could be anywhere. It's an entire desert out there.
Was it
Who
also
knows?
all people who saw the vision? That went
No.
there?
No.
Okay.
Kaji wasn't there, but Kai was. I don't believe anyone else saw the vision that we saw, unless there was a separate vision that you
I
all...
don't believe so,
And it was
no.
a vision
I never
from
experienced a vision.
vampire god. Why would a vampire god give a vision of a different dimension collapsing? That's weird.
And speak to us.
Yeah, and speak to you.
Nonetheless, and warn us, essentially, of that fate. I don't know. Kanji hasn't been around. I was hoping we could meditate again and see if we could get more answers, but...
Let's look around.
That's her
We
department.
could get answers.
Weren't we supposed to look for runes or something? What were you planning on looking for?
I was going to take a second look and see if there's any runes that I've missed noting down.
I guess we could take a look for that.
Huh?
Nothing
I mean,
looks awfully runic to me down here at the moment, but I have to look.
look at actual runes.
I know that the pillars did have markings all over them, I believe.
The pillars had marking.
And I believe over in this alcove as well, this curved structure did as well.
I mean, I would assume a statue would have some type of plaque.
This is curious to me, this thing. This is what that beam originated from.
Yes, this most definitely was covered with runes from top to bottom in the other world. So perhaps we should find out if it is here too. Oh dear. There we go. Let's find out if this one has all those same runes.
You're just discovering all sorts of new things, aren't you?
Yes. Adventure.
Adventure is out there.
I really want to go down that giant hole.
You shouldn't.
I would
It's
not
just a
recommend
hole.
it.
It's literally
It's just a hole.
hole.
Okay.
I don't think anyone has gone down there.
There are theories that it's bottomless.
Oh, great.
Wouldn't surprise me. Maybe it'd take us down to what's the mountainous lightning? No, not the lightning region. The mountain cold place, the cold continent.
Airy?
Harry?
Airy. Maybe it'll take us there.
Oh, to the other side of the
and, like
world.
spit us out on the other side. Yeah.
Honestly, I would kind of think more of never mind. No, that wouldn't be it. I was thinking.
I mean,
like
I don't exactly know
the
how the world
you know,
is
like the
shaped,
volcano under.
So,
Yeah, I don't know either.
I mean, maybe our world is flat. Who knows?
You know the volcano region where a bunch of people live underground. I was thinking
like
they
west
could go
of us,
there.
though. It's like
Yeah, that's why I was like, that wouldn't make sense.
it'd be faster to take a boat than to jump through the hole.
What if I pour magic into the middle thing?
Are you there, Gold?
Oh yeah.
Hello, hello. I was wanting to take a second look at both this pillar and all those over there. If there's any runes that we have not noted down, as I believe over the break I was able to write down all the runes that we have listed so far in a catalogue. So I'd like to see if there's anything we've missed.
You should glue the blade.
Okay. Let me see.
During the winter time. You see if you
When
can
the lake
detach
freezes
it from right
over.
there. Yeah, it'd be fun.
I actually really want to do this now. I want to put magic into the middle.
Well, it started from the dial, then went to that statue, and then shot to here.
Oh, I thought it emanated from here and went to the portal.
It
I mean,
could be.
It's probably either way, but I don't know.
Either way, it seems that we need the
I also thought
channeling.
It was really weird that the head of the statue, or where the
Is gone.
Where the head
Yeah.
should have been, is exactly where the beam went, like straight through.
That could explain why we needed the egg to help channel it
Honestly,
better.
I kind of see more. I see more
Oh.
this as a key or energy source for the.
I think
for
God is
whatever
having some
portal
trouble.
to go. Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
Like you understand what I mean? Like this would be where you put all the runes, and then it would go through to make the portal.
Yes. The only strange thing about all of these runes is that normally with a standard rune, it helps to channel and flow the magic. It's a sort of focus. But these don't emit magic. They almost siphon it in a way. It almost operates in a sort of reverse to what is standard, and it's very strange.
So wait, if the magic, well, if the portal was over there, could it be that the portal was conjured by something like the sundial instead, and then this was siphoning magic from the portal? I don't know what that purpose would be, but why did we have to put the egg here to get the right portal to appear? You remember that?
Yes, that is a very good question.
I mean, maybe the egg somehow limited how much magic was being
Oh,
siphoned
welcome back.
and then shifted it to the right one.
I think it could be more of like a key/receiver.
I heard you for a split moment.
It's got to get like the right amount of magic or mana flow or something.
Yeah, it's magic, right amount of magic or something for it to
Oh
work.
dear, oh dear.
On that point,
Hello, Shen.
the first portal that showed up was allegedly like the
Ah,
portal.
thank you for thank you for the good wishes.
Came from.
But
It's
uh-oh,
like a
Fox Hound
helmet
is
that's, like,
struggling.
void of magic, and it's like just suffering, and it's cold. So if this is siphoning magic, why would putting
Well,
the egg?
we
in
can't
front
say
of that-
siphoning for certain yet. It's just that it doesn't quite work the
That's why I
same
say
way
more
as a
of
standard rune.
receiver.
It could be.
It's taking in that magical fluctuation.
It could be a form of
Do we know
stabilizing
for sure
otherwise
that it's
erratic
doing
magic.
anything with the magic upon it hitting this device? Were we able to get that for?
I don't think we were able
Is
to
it
take that
stored
close of a
here,
look.
converted?
We were in a bit of a rush at the time.
Yeah, we were. Theories. Thinking. Knowledge. The cube is shattered, so it's not like we could just build back.
Nor do I think we would want to.
It's true.
Anything on top?
Why?
You never fucking know.
You see any magic batteries up there?
All of the instructions are listed on the top.
In perfect common. Everything we have to know is right up there. I mean, you should ping God just to see.
You know what?
Yes, I believe Foxhound is having trouble staying in,
Oh,
okay.
Do they keep on leaving instance?
yes.
Just to let you know, I'm definitely going to be inputting magic into that.
That That's what I've been wanting to try, but everyone has been saying how much of a bad idea that is.
Remember, we're just here to look this time.
Most importantly, remember that we are dealing with a type of magic that can distort reality.
True. Also, I would not want to be sitting right here if another beam goes through.
True.
Just have your head, it's like... a mana
my
hole
head
through your brain.
My head goes like ashen black, and then it just crumbles to dust.
Turns to ash. Yeah, see, all the more reason for us not to do something like that.
Another point as well
Right.
is that when magic is put into it, it starts to siphon until it is completely drained. We should try that with a crystal first instead of a person.
True. I could try to. I could see what.
Not
if
this
Dusan
trip,
has
Kelton,
entered.
please.
Not this trip.
I'm not
It
saying
will
I'm
be
gonna
all
do
of our heads.
anything.
It will
I'm not gonna be
literally,
trying
they
to do.
will kill
I'm
us.
just gonna let Dusan take a look.
Is that a good idea?
No. Look. We go back up to the surface. We barter with Vincent to be like, hey, it'd be super funny if we spat magic at this thing to see what happens. Just not this trip. Not this one.
Okay. I also I need to. We should probably figure out where that smell is coming from. Remember?
Smell?
The library smell? There's no library here.
Oh, the old books?
Yeah. There's no books here. If we could smell it from there, we could probably smell it from one of these, either that side, or from the hole. It
Interesting.
smelled like mildew in old books, and there's no books or anything here.
It does kind of seem like these two paths here are like separate chambers that got caved in. I'm curious.
That is a good point.
Find that out more.
This looks like it's
I don't
just
know
been
if we'd be able to
collapsed in
do
over
that, but-
time. That looks like it's about this.
So there's definitely
Oh.
structure that way, but
Fox lost internet, but I'm here for whatever was still needed.
Thank you very much. We were taking a second look at the pillar, as I believe over the break I was able to write a catalogue of a bunch of the runes that we do have already, and I want to make sure we haven't missed anything.
Okay, so
Oh God,
if you're looking at the catalog of runes that was taken, yeah, it should. All the ones in this room, it should be in there.
Perfect.
There were multiple characters who did it over like downtime and stuff, so yeah, it should all be noted down.
Very good. Do we have any other questions before God leaves?
Oh, I have a question. I'm gonna be doing two things. Kelton's going to go up to there, over to that wall, into that, and near the hole, and he's gonna try to find that smell of mildew and like old books again, because we smelled it from all the way over there before, but there's no library or books here, so
You
he's
might
gonna
have
try
to take off the mask for
sniff
that.
out. Yeah, I'm gonna take off the mask for that.
Oh, speaking of which, don't forget to change your filters. Yours are probably getting close to expiring soon.
Very true.
I'll be fine. I've got my magic. Remember?
True.
Yeah.
Why did we give you one then?
It doesn't last forever.
Vincent's worried. He's paranoid. It's fine.
I will say, from above the hole, you'll be able to smell a very faint smell similar to that.
Okay.
That seems to be, just carried on the wind that's passing through the cave.
Underground Minecraft dungeon without
Okay. Here, is the wind coming up through the hole, or is it going down? Yeah, I understand. Basically, I think if there's a breeze coming up, then there is there's a lot down there, and there's enough space for there to be like wind currents that could go up into